goal today is 10K, very slow, 11-minute or faster pace. And just gonna take it nice and easy, warm up slowly, and then settle into a little grind here for the 6 miles. So it's gonna be a mix of cart path, trail, and a couple of different areas. So I'll check back in with you. Again, gonna check in with some of the equipment. Got the OnCloud Ultras on. Got probably just short of 50 miles in on these. Still some of the most comfortable trail shoes I've ever worn. Arguably some of the most comfortable. Running with the Garmin Fenix 8. I've got a Solomon water vest on with one, I don't know, the large size, whatever that is, ½ liter bladder with me. Recording on the Insta360 Ultra Go. Strictly doing POV shots right now. So we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna take off again and I'll check in with you here in a little bit. Okay, halfway point. Still ahead of schedule, slowed down a little bit. Kind of doing some shuffles when I feel I need to. It's not that hot today, but very humid. I mean, you can see it's overcast pretty heavily, but surprisingly humid. As always, I sweat like a hog, but that's normal for me. But overall, beautiful day. A few people out walking, always good to see, being active. I've talked about this trail network here several times, where it's really well maintained, good security for families and people coming out. Leads right off of my neighborhood, so I'm able to pick it up pretty quickly. So not much time spent on the road, which I hate, unless I'm road running, but not today. So strictly trail, except for the occasional where I have to detour to pick up the next leg. So very good. Equipment, I'm still very happy with everything. The shoes, working out great. I think I'm still breaking them in, although I'm approaching 50 miles on them. Vest is pure gold. It's worked out very well. It's really only the second one, I guess, running vest that I've owned. Other one was kind of more of a camelback style. It's horrible. Never liked it. Couldn't keep the bladder clean, so went through a bunch of those just because I failed to empty them and rinse them and let them air dry, and they get nasty quick in the tube and everything. So these individual bladders, much better. So all right, so I'm gonna get back after I finish this second half, and then I'll check back in with you a couple more times. Okay, mile 4. Slowed the pace, getting closer to more manageable 10-minute mile on trails. Heart rate's coming down, or at least stabilizing, so that's good. Try to finish strong in these last 2 miles. First, I'll give you a look. This beautiful, I guess it's a wetland. Not a marsh, maybe a marsh, but it's directly fed by the Occoquan River and the Potomac River. We're right at the confluence of those two here. So this is varies with the tide. Looks like it might be up right now, or at least stable. So it'll probably start to drop here later on. I'm not sure what the tides look like right now, but another segment of trail. I think I've shown this before, but Again, really nice, all kind of connected together with a lot of the same areas that I run on a regular basis. So let me sign off and I'll check back in with you. Mile 5 now. Still back here on the trail network, kind of working my way back towards the house. I'm on pace. I've slowed down a little bit, mixed in some walking when I felt the heart rate going up. I'm curious to see the footage from the Ultra Go, see what it looks like. I think I'm shooting 4K 30 right now, pretty much automatic settings, just let it do its thing. I am wearing, I didn't mention, so it's on my chest, obviously. And I'm using the magnetic necklace mount underneath my shirt, and then the camera sticks right to it, holds it in place. I don't have the mounting down exactly, so I think if I run with it, you're gonna see it. I think it will overwhelm the stabilization and it'll be a mess. I did some earlier footage on a previous run and it was unusable in that form. So that's why I'm kind of sticking to just doing the walking and talking right now. So one thing I got to figure out, of course I mentioned earlier, I sweat like a madman, which I am doing really bad now. And with the camera mounted on my chest, it is catching all the sweat. Now it's waterproof, so I'm not worried about that aspect. I am worried about getting the lens, soaked in sweat. What's that gonna cause? Of course, I'll have to rinse it off when I get back, but as I move along here, this is gonna ruin the footage. I should probably carry a dry cloth with me or a paper towel, wipe it off before I start to record again. So I'll be curious to see that. Other than that, the mount is unbelievably convenient. I do have the base unit with the screen in a side pocket here. So I'll probably pull it out when I finish and do some more walking and talking as I cool down. So we'll see how that works. So last mile, see if I can pick up the pace a little bit, stay consistent, try to pull back that overall pace, and see if I can bring it closer to the 10-minute mark for this last mile. So I'll check back within you for the cool down. Mile 6 complete. Underneath my goal pace, so I'm happy with that. 10:22 average pace. Some walking in there, of course stopping to talk to you during that. Helped lower my heart rate a little bit, but feel good, no issues. Breaking out of the trail here, back to the trail along the river. A little bit of breeze finally. So I forgot to mention something I've done probably for a very long time, and it's kind of saved me over the years. Makes an unbelievable difference. And if you haven't tried it before, I highly recommend trying it, which is running with some form of, for me, music that is exactly timed to the right beats per minute. And I either run at 170 beats per minute or 180. Usually use 170 if I'm on the trail. 180 is tough to keep up on the trail, especially if it's any kind of technical tree roots or switchbacks or anything. Makes it very challenging for 180. 170 on the trail or slightly slower runs is ideal, and it makes a huge difference in keeping your pace, keeping your breathing. I think the one I've listened to for a long time is Running Beats. I find it on Amazon Music. He's got, 10 different albums on there. They're all pretty much remixes of the same kind of computer generated, no vocals to it, a very pronounced beat to it that it's easy to pick up on, especially when you get tired. So that helps quite a bit. It's actually amazing the difference that it makes. Now I've run with it, you know, for long periods of time, say an hour, and it gets very kind of monotonous, which I guess is part of what you're looking for. I'm not really sure what that is. It's kind of a barge. It's got a grill on the back, looks like AstroTurf on the front, and then picnic tables in the middle. Wow. And I'm guessing you only take that out when the water is smooth like it is today, because it has no bow to it whatsoever. Actually looks kind of dangerous in a way, like it could fold in half, but all right, well, interesting, never seen that before. Or if it's, yeah, there's a lot of coolers on it. Is it like a party barge kind of thing? Can you pitch a tent on the front of it? Good question. So I'll leave you with that. So you haven't noticed yet, I'm still a little weirded out about this. I don't know if I'd call it a vlog, but still feel weird, you know, being around people or passing people out walking or running and talking to myself, basically. Of course, I'm talking to the camera, but they don't know that. This camera's pretty hard to spot, I think. I mean, I'm sure if they looked at you, they'd recognize it, but it's just something I gotta get used to. Be more willing to just let the camera roll a little bit more and just be nice, say hi to people, whether they recognize it or not, but I don't know. You see it. Occasionally you'll see people vlogging or selfing. Doesn't bother me at all, but I suppose there's still a lot of people would think it's weird. So back into, obviously, the condos here on the left, the great view if you're lucky to have ones looking out over the river. Sun comes up right over the river. So if you're on this side, looking basically north, northeast, you get a good view of the sunrise. And then you're lucky because when the sun's its hottest, you're pretty much in the shade all the time, which is nice. So I tell you, thank you for this. I appreciate you coming along with this. I'll put this video together, post it up, and we'll see if you have any questions, obviously. Comments, keep it nice, you know, civil, no reason to do any different. So I appreciate it. Thanks.